Hello, YouTube. Today we're watching You Wouldn't Survive 2000s Mall, a retrospective.
If you remember walking past the smell of Auntie Anne's pretzels,
Oh my god, I love Auntie Anne's.
stopping by the arcade on a whim,
I love the cinnamon sugar pretzel, so good.
listening to a bunch of albums at the music store before buying a CD,
Uh-huh.
KB Toys, Suncoast, and just wandering for hours while buying nothing at all.
This is so
Then you're most likely
fun.
there
I
for
miss the 2000s so badly.
Peak mall eras of the 90s through 2000s. Before they fell out of popularity, malls weren't just a place to shop, nor were they somewhere you just went around for the holiday season like many do now. Malls
Why?
were a center of teenage life and culture.
Oh
They
yeah,
were places to
true.
truly be social and discover new things while shopping and sometimes not even shopping at all. It honestly felt like they were one of the
The
highlights.
malls in the 2000s were so nice. My mom used to work at a mall when we were young. It was just me, bruh. When I was young, my mom used to work at a mall, so she would always take me to the mall, right? And there's always like a little playground for the kids, so like you could just throw your kid at the playground. And there's so many stores to visit as a kid. Like it was like an adventure park for me as a kid. That because I didn't ever get to go to Disney or any of those like theme parks, but I got to go to the mall, and that was like the most exciting place ever.
Consumerism culture due to how many experiences were
There's
wrapped
so
into
much.
that one big arena. While online shopping offers instant access to anything you like, a
eBay,
more comfortable
I remember.
experience and many times more savings, the mall offered the potential to be a lot more than just another trip to the store. That's why
Yeah,
a lot of enjoyers of this peak period could compare it to a trip to an amusement park. There was socialization, a sense of adventure, and a place that
Yeah.
was familiar enough to be comfortable, but unfamiliar
oh,
enough
the
to stand out.
nostalgia is hitting. You were lucky. I was very lucky as a kid because like going to the mall was just such an experience.
Life. And in these golden ages of commercialization and consumerism, they were absolutely booming. It's amazing that after so many years of being a
And
corner
growing up, I did work at a mall too, because like I worked at like a Macy's when I was young. I worked at Macy's. I would like work at Forever 21, you know, the typical mall places. And so I totally relate to like growing up around a mall sort of thing. It's just like a central hub of all the shopping stores, of all the business in the city, and it was really nice. And like you get to meet a lot of new people.
of
People all
mainstream
over the
culture,
world.
malls ended up dying a slow death. If you
Mhm.
go out now, unless you're in a big city, a college town,
What the heck
or
is
your mall is a
station?
local attraction, many times you'll be met with what seems to be an indoor ghost town. Many
Dang.
states
Yeah,
now
they
have
are getting abandoned too. Nowadays, nobody goes to the mall because you can just order from online. What's the point?
these designated popular inside malls that you stick to, which tend to be few and far between. While every other mall is one you'll walk inside wondering, why is this still open if there's barely anyone here?
Yeah, who's
Something
paying
that
for
always
it?
makes me miss the golden age of malls is back when there were locations where it really felt like you could actually find anything you could think of,
Yeah,
instead of just
video
clothing,
games,
fragrances,
movies.
food, and other basics. So today I really wanted to go back to that golden age to talk about the retro mall experience and what happened to it all. And if you like nostalgic cultural lookbacks like these, then feel free to like and subscribe, because that's what we do here. Now let's get on with the video.
I love 2000s. The aesthetic is so nice.
You could tell a lot about someone via the stores that they shot towards when they hit the mall, and there was a lot to pick from.
Yeah,
Of
there's
course,
so many stores in one singular mall. Like you just have to go through all sorts of like mazes to get to one store. It was really interesting.
you had anchor stores that were actually
Sears.
anchors back then due to their one-stop shop gimmicks like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and more.
Yep,
These
I
were
used to
places
go
that
to Sears, JCPenney everywhere as a kid. It's so cool.
acted as primary draws to step foot inside the
Hey,
mall.
Seth, interesting topic. Malls were way fun. Emphasis on were.
And then walk into other stores because why not? I'm
Yeah,
already here now, right?
capitalism
Before
took
they were
over.
just the stores that you walked into to run past the perfume department to get inside.
Yeah, every time you passed by the perfume place and they would just like bombard you with like, here, smell this, smell that.
Hate going in there.
They were spots that people actually shopped in. One look at any of their old holiday catalogs will show you that they were heavy hitters you could get anything in, from toys to
Yeah.
appliances. That nature meant they were good, but not the best at what they had when compared to specialty stores, which the mall was full of. It just wasn't a trip to the mall without stopping by the old Hot Topic. Before it became the Disney store
I freaking love Hot Topic, but man, nowadays not so much.
Anime, video games, and The Office.
Like they weren't doing any of this collabs shit before. They were doing their own like gothic stuff.
Edge focused clothing and apparel shop.
Yep.
Back in the day, this was the goth store.
This was the goth store.
Tees, Invader Zim, South
and now
Park.
it's become the geek store. And I don't mind. Listen, I love geeky things. I love anime. I love cartoons and stuff. But like this was the goth store. Like how are you going to become a geek store from goth? Like there's two goth and geek are two different aesthetics. Why are you like now? You know, like you lost the plot.
Living Dead dolls, a CD rack, and black jeans with like 50 zippers. If you love the Edge, then you went to this store religiously. But
yeah, it was so
old
good.
Hot Topic Edge was probably way outclassed by the old Spencer's Gifts. A store that always makes me think of.
I used to love shopping at Hot Topic all the time. Like that's where I would get all my goth clothes, my alt clothes. But now I just can't find anything anymore at that store. Like I have to just go out and shop at like, I don't know, like online, like Shein or something that just, there's just no like options for like goth like clothing anymore. Like either it's just like super over expensive pricey stuff or like very niche stuff that you have to find. They ruined Hot Topic.
Lava lamps and toys.
It's a dead zone.
Those toys. What? You walk in and see a
Lava
lot of weird
lamps.
knickknacks that would lure kids in like it did me. Weird lights, funny poop and toilet gags,
Mm-hmm.
drug culture promos, black lights, and tons of cool posters.
I love
my
posters.
dad would never let me or my sister walk to the back of the store.
I freaking
wouldn't
love
find out why
Spencer's
until
too.
I was too old to like Spencer's anymore. And on that day, I walked through all those familiar things until suddenly there were those toys that I talked about on the wall.
Yeah.
This is the only store I can think of where you can buy edible panties and genital shaped candles.
Yeah.
And it was the weirdest store in the mall. There were two mall
Spencer's
stores that were
was
pure magic
interesting.
to a kid and any adult still in touch with their inner kid. And those were KB Toys and the old Disney stores. These felt
Yeah,
like
the old Disney store. Oh my God. The old Disney store. Does anyone remember?
you weren't in the mall anymore, but in a whole different world. Disney especially made me feel like I stepped into Florida to visit the actual Disney World for a few minutes.
Damn.
These were stores where you explored and would always find something new to beg your parents for, or if you were like me, to tell them what you wanted for your birthday or for Christmas. If your mall had these, it was top tier. Sadly, they've both disappeared here, but funny enough, on my last trip to Japan, I found they had a few good Disney stores still out there. But honestly, the magic just doesn't hit the same. Two other magical stores back
it's just
then were
not the
Suncoast
same
and
anymore.
EB Games. Or if
Kids
you're around
nowadays
for it,
won't understand like what they're missing out on. Like the mall was a place that you didn't just go to just shop and stuff. It was also a place for entertainment.
Cabbages.
And, you know, just see new things. Oh my God, Final Fantasy X.
The former being a video store and the other two.
Oh my God,
gaming.
this is the old GameStop.
First of all, Suncoast always had Dragon Ball, Tenchi Muyo, and other anime stocks, whereas many other chains didn't. So you already know, on top of having classic video store magic, it had that added bonus. Having anime before the recent popularity boom.
Isn't that crazy how like video sort of died? Like video stores sort of died. It's just so sad.
Insane. And EB Games, literally GameStop when it used to have soul. Back when the store was still all about games and not just another all-in pop culture flea market. Listen, if I sat here
Oh
and
my
tried to
God,
talk
look at
about
that
every great
Pokemon. Those
store,
are probably worth millions now, by the way.
the big legacy in this detail, we'd be here all day. Borders, Software, etc., Gazooks,
Aw.
B. Dalton.
Bro, what are those stores? I've never heard of them.
Back when Build-A-Bear actually had a full store and with
Build-A-Bear! Oh my God. Ugh,
the
Build-A-Bear.
hypest thing ever.
As a kid, I've always wanted a Build-A-Bear so bad. I never got one as a kid, and neither as an adult. Maybe one day I'll go back and get one myself.
For a kid, and the timeless Antiennes. It's not a trip to the mall without a pretzel from Antiennes. These types of stores and more are the reason that you stop in the mall for one thing and end up inside for the entire day without running out of things to do. And we can't forget what the food court added to that. Because if
Yes, the food court too. Like after you had a long day of going around the mall, now you just go to the food court and get something nice to eat.
mall was a video game and the stores were different worlds, then the food court was the main hub.
This is such a
where you actually
blast
ate
to the
after being
past.
decision stuck for
It
minutes,
is.
or didn't eat at all, and just talked with friends
Just the nostalgia. I just feel so much nostalgia seeing this.
hours. And they almost always had a Sbarro, Orange
Yes, it's a borrow. Oh my god.
Julius, Panda Express, and
Orange
somewhere with
Julius.
some Philly
A fucking Charlie's Philly steaks. They would always have that.
cheesesteaks. But if you are really about it, then you know that this was truly the elite area to sit and
Tim
eat and
Hortons.
watch.
That
While
is
the stores
crazy.
and food were fun, my personal favorite part of the old malls
The arcades.
and modern when they still have them, that is, are the arcades, movie theaters, and
Yep.
heavy seasonal energy that they can emit.
They more malls need to have like some sort of entertainment. Like they're lacking in that aspect. They have everything, like the stores to sell the food, but entertainment, you want to make people stay out for hours at your store, like your mall. So like, why not have some more entertainment places?
Old mall arcades were literally heaven for me. I'm not talking Dave and Buster's or even Round 1, especially with how normified Round 1 has become. I'm talking old, dirty, grimy, and social arcades. Time Crisis, Carnival, Dance Dance Revolution, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. The arcades with real competition, real crowds, and people watching you play. Call me evil, but I loved ruining people's day with Sentinel in Marvel 2 during an arcade run, and having people watch me play DDR on high levels. Don't ask me to do that last one these days. I'm cooked and I'm washed.
I'll be waiting for you to try again.
While there are still a few mallcades out there like these,
I do miss
they're
those
super
days.
scarce, and every time I walk in, I'm always wondering how they're still open. This all made seeing a movie at the mall even more enticing though.
Yeah.
The fact that it was possible to experience all this before and after the film made the entire day into an event. Reminds me of how after every movie, my dad would take me to the toy store to get a few figures of the characters from the movie. And you guys know how I feel about the holidays at the mall if you've watched my Christmas and Halloween videos.
Yeah.
These seasons made the mall feel even more alive.
Yeah,
And
I love the holidays too. It would just make it would just make it more fun to go to the mall because they have like so many goodies, so many like gift sets, and so many things you can get as a bonus just because it's the holidays. And the sales are the best part. Like I miss working at the mall because of the sales. You would just see people come in just to get a gift for their family and tell you a little story about why they're getting them this or that, and it would be nice to help them out.
that literally, because the crowds were insane. Have you ever seen KB Toys during Christmas time? Kids just lost testing out the toys that they want for Christmas, and you're looking at them wondering, where are your parents? I absolutely
Yeah, it
loved
wouldn't
and
be Christmas at the mall without a mall Santa.
I know people hate it, but you'll never catch me complaining about that holiday music constantly playing over those speakers. This is one aspect that still blesses modern malls. It was hectic and still is, sure, but to me, that's just a little part of the holiday magic. Holiday magic that would end up being diluted with the introduction of more consumerist innovations and the eventual collapse of malls. One complaint about the current era is the lack of casual third spaces that we have these days. Whereas back in time we had constant access to these, it seems
Damn.
like now the only
Third
way
places
you can find
offer a sense of community in our busy world. We don't have that anymore.
one is picking up a hobby,
I miss
going
it.
to events like conventions, getting into sports, or joining a club. That wasn't the case in the mall era. But
Yeah.
first, what is a third space?
The mall
concept-
was a third space. It doesn't anymore.
It refers to a place that isn't home or the first space, nor school or work, which are second spaces, where people can gather to socialize and interact with one another.
Yeah.
These places are neutral and even playing grounds where people are free to come and go as they please with no invite needed.
Yeah.
Sites that fall under this we're all familiar with are libraries, parks, gyms, bars, coffee shops, etc.
I mean,
The
they
issue
still
with the-
exist, but they're not as prominent anymore.
Modern variants of these is that in the current day, many
It's
share the
very
sentiment that it can
everybody's
feel
lonely.
almost frowned upon to randomly interact with passerbys that you've never met in these establishments. This wasn't typically the case back in old malls. In fact, malls were the third space of the 90s and 2000s. The mall was a special type of social breeding ground back in those days. Climate controlled, full of different experiences,
It was so
somewhat
busy
safe,
too.
and accessible to
I'd
just
get
about
nervous at a mall though because there's so many people. There's just not noise people. There's so much noise. Like, you know, in a mall there's like the lights, the customers, the people. There's a lot going on, and I feel like it's a very nerve-wracking place to like try to introduce yourself to someone.
anyone. And the best part is that you didn't need money to exist there. Meaning,
Yeah.
unless there was some kind
You
of
didn't
curfew
actually have to pay to be in the mall. The mall was just open for you to go at any point in time.
during your time there, you could spend like 6+ hours doing absolutely nothing but wandering, window shopping, talking, and loitering. It was a place where it was socially acceptable to just be there, which means that
What
broke
year is
teens
this?
stayed
I'm
it
pretty
up.
sure it's the 2000s.
And then a time before we all adopted and accepted dating apps, online communities, and netplay-based gaming, this was one of the places where people met new people. Whether we're talking
Yeah.
about chatting movies and music with a dude at the media store, flirting with some random stranger, or sharing fatality inputs with that kid at the arcade, you were almost expected to walk up and talk to new people at the mall.
Dang.
While this brought up issues that many fear nowadays, like public
You would
rejection,
you would like listen to music too. That was like the best part. I feel like tech stores took over. Like the Apple Store took over those like music listening experiences. They need to have stores where they just have like music again. I don't know.
it had the added
Fuck
bonus of being
Spotify,
an
but-
environment that forced social growth.
What can you do?
The reason that people from that time made up jokes for later generations, such as the Gen Z stare.
The Gen
Ultimately,
Z
the mall was never just about buying things, it was about being seen. But the rise of online shopping to the mainstream via companies like eBay and Amazon
Yeah.
represent a significant hurdle for malls.
Mhm.
Amazon especially would change convenience forever. Why leave the house and ride miles away to wander aimlessly when you can get exactly what you want or need from the comfort of your own house?
Yep.
No social interaction or gas required. According to powercommerce.com, a study by Sophie Leslie revealed that at the same time as a 62% drop in in-store shopping, there was a 111% increase in online shopping. A clear indicator
Yeah,
that
people
the internet
are like less likely to buy in person than they are online because like online is so convenient.
was coming for
You don't have to leave your
everyone,
house.
including malls.
I think people are also tired of getting ready because like you have to get ready to go to somewhere to buy something. So like people are very like not about like getting up to go to the store to buy something that's like $5 and then come back home.
That wasn't the only mall
I get
killer,
it.
despite being
Convenience
the most
has
popular to point
replaced,
fingers at. Big box stores like Walmart and Target and their
like
constant spread have
challenge-
slowly been shutting down mall
challenges,
anchor
I don't know.
stores for years. Not only did these stores offer the same variety and inventory, but their
Yeah.
locations are typically more convenient. and their
Walmart. Oh
competitive
my god,
pricing
remember the fucking smiley face commercial with the smiley face? Oh my god, we're getting lazy. Exactly.
typically undercut mall-based
That
offerings.
the
When something
smiley
like this shuts down
face.
an anchor store, it makes
Roll
you realize how
back.
important all those
Oh, I
Macy's
miss
and
when there was
JCPenney's
color.
are.
You know what Walmart is doing nowadays? They have fucking digital pricing or something, and it adjusts throughout the day depending on like how much the fucking market. Like there's adjustable pricing, like digital adjustable pricing, and it's like supposedly you will put something in your cart, you never saw the price, and then like once you're at the checkout, you pay for like something even more than it was. It's so fucked up. Fuck Walmart. I hate Walmart now. I never shop at Walmart anymore. I'm sorry, but fuck that dynamic pricing bullshit.
Once those leave the mall,
So
suddenly
stupid.
so does more foot traffic than you'd think. The 2008 financial crisis is yet another horseman that cursed malls. With a great recession comes reduced spending. And
Yep.
malls are a very easy pleasure to cut out compared to other
2008
needs. The final nail was
markdown.
our shift in technology. The rise of the modern smartphone and social media replaced the need to
The
go out.
digital pricing is a huge change. It's wild. It's so fucked up. They can just change up the jack up the price the second you get in the store and you put something in your cart and they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna change it. It's called dynamic pricing. Look it up. It's so stupid.
And social media and chatting platforms
so
like
stupid.
Discord and even Skype before it would eliminate the need for a physical presence for many. Once again, playing into that comfort culture aspect
Oh
that
my
current
God.
generations are constantly after. This all
What a
didn't
cool
only hurt
ad.
shopping malls, but third spaces in general. Remember how I said how hard it is to freely find third spaces?
Oh my god,
now?
the fucking Motorola. Oh my god, the BlackBerry, the Motorola. I fucking miss phones like this.
And how it feels more difficult to interact with strangers today.
AT&T.
Innovations and cultural shifts like this are the culprit, and the fall of malls is the perfect example of that. Compared to being out or at some arcade where new social interactions are almost forced, you really lose something. The real
Yep.
interactions and spontaneous moments are what life is supposed to be full of, and that's a part of why the mall was so great. Why do you think so many movies and TV shows take place in them and capture the aspect so great? While not fully
Because they
dead,
were the best place to be in.
Most malls today, other than
That sounds like a corporate scam if they are using dynamic pricing like that. I don't know. People are saying that it's a rumor that they're like changing the price once you're at checkout, but it is dynamic pricing. The price could change at any moment. It's digital.
those that
or whatever.
somehow evolved their image into
It's
being
fucked
full
up.
on attractions
I'm never going to
are
Walmart
a far
again.
cry from those of old. In fact, many are darn near dead, full of half-empty corridors,
I miss
kiosks that
them
somehow stay
all.
open, and barren food courts. Yet somehow they always still have
Just put a bunch of gaming PCs there. I'm sure people will go to play some video games.
NTNs.
But then again, GPU prices are insane, so I'm pretty sure it will get robbed. Sadly, unfortunately.
The sick classic arcade. Those that evolved though,
That's why there's not many PC cafes in America, because like we're the type of people to be like, oh my god, a GPU is like an arm and a leg. Let me go rob that. Man,
those are thriving.
fuck that.
Some indoor malls have grown the identity of being luxury malls, full of expensive stuff that most mall goers
Yeah, there are luxury malls too, so that makes it more hard for people to want to go to the mall, because it's like, why would you go there? Like, why is it just a luxury mall? Like, I'm just a regular person.
can't even afford. Others have big attractions to draw in shoppers like Lego stores and sometimes even mini amusement parks.
Yeah,
And then you have outside malls, outlet malls,
I do like outdoor malls. They are kind of nice because you just get to see the outdoors and just walk around.
and lifestyle centers that capture the magic of malls without the indoor nature. At the end of the day, the mall wasn't just a place you went. You
The mall
practically
was the
lived in there
best
for a
place
few hours at a
ever.
time. And even though convenience ultimately replaced it, that trade-off came with a cost. And
What?
that's part of the reason why the old mall culture still sticks with so many of us. But what do you think? If you were there for it, do you miss that old mall era? What stores were your favorite, and what are some that I didn't mention that you loved? Because
I
I
mean,
know I missed a few.
I like the 2000s Blockbuster, GameStop, Hot Topic, Claire's. Oh my god, I used to get all my little jewelry and knickknacks from Claire's. Claire's has just become one of those places that are just like, it sucks. They always have a sale saying they're gonna go out of business, but they never fucking go out of business. People still be shopping at Claire's. But yeah, that was it for this video. If you guys liked it, please make sure to subscribe. If you have more suggestions or want me to watch a certain video, please make sure to join my Discord and link me there in the suggestions. Bye.